Just waiting again for Francesco to find us. Sometimes there can be a bit of delay. We'll get there in the end. There we go. He's here. Francesco Vilardo. So we'll be interviewing Francesco Vilardo, ATP professional tennis player, on a little bit of about himself and what he does to keep his rackets in tune. Francesco! How are you, brother? How are you? Yeah? Good, man. I'm trying to be like you, man. I'm trying to be like you. I just have to work on my footwork, yeah, to be like you. How's things?
Last time you were pretty fit.
Oh yeah, we played together last August, huh? Here in London. You played the Future in Riverside Chiswick in West London.
Yeah, exactly. It was a 25k.
That's it, 25. That's right. Yeah, you did. Unfortunately, lost in first round in singles, but you did final, or did you win the doubles?
No, we lost in the final.
Lost in the final, yeah.
Super tiebreak, yeah.
Super tiebreak. Ugly. Super tiebreak's everybody's favorite in doubles.
Yeah. It's tough.
So how have you been keeping, man? With the current situation in the world.
It's tough. It's tough. Imagine I'm stuck in my studio apartment here in Milan, and I was in Sharm el Sheikh when this chaos came out, and I had to come back, and I didn't want to reach my hometown because you take care of the people you love.
Yeah.
And you say if you are infected, you don't bring the virus to your hometown.
I know.
So I locked down myself in here, and it's pretty tough now. It's been 1 month, and I hope I can reach my family and my hometown soon.
Yeah, man, I hope so for you, man, and all of us. We're all stuck in the same thing. I even checked flights today to go to Spain, and I found a flight for for not this Sunday, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. It's easy for me to get back, but I don't know what to do. I have a nice place there, and I could have much more open space, but in London we're still allowed to go out to the street and stuff, so I don't know what to do. But the same thing, like I can't see my family, I can't go see anybody, so it's the same thing like being here or there, except for in London I can still go out and walk in some park or somewhere. But anyway, man, we'll get there in the end, man. It's like a tennis match, right? You just gotta keep fighting and hoping for the best all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Anyway, man, changing the subject to more positive things. So I'm gonna string a racket today with you. Whilst I'm stringing, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, mainly on how you string your rackets and how you take care of your stringing needs when you're at home and when you're on tour. And then maybe some more personal questions also about tennis, of course. And we'll try to enjoy this few minutes we have together. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been a long time now. I think it's like 7 or 8 years that I string by my own.
You string yourself, right? Because
Yeah,
I believe,
myself.
if I'm not mistaken, I sold you a pro stringer.
Exactly.
And I'm very sure my friend Ruben Statham is going to be very happy when I tell him I mentioned him, or I'll send him the video once we're finished. And I will put this on YouTube, by the way. So I'll send him the link later on, and hopefully maybe I can interview him as well. He can't say no now.
Actually, I can say that since the moment I bought the Pro Stringer machine, I saved a lot of money.
That's one of the questions I was going to ask you.
I could say that I always could have the stringing condition of my rackets always as I wanted to be. You know?
Yeah, it's one of the important questions I was going to ask you. All around kind of that. I'm going to start stringing anyway, so I start stringing a little bit. But how much do you think you save a year? I know you can't see my head, but don't worry. But most important is to see you. So.
What was the question? Sorry.
How much do you think you spend a year on stringing?
Stringing a tennis player.
Yeah, because you string for yourself, so you keep the costs very low, I guess.
I don't spend anything actually.
So you have the Pro Stringer machine, and it does its job very well. Then you made a very made a very good, very smart investment. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Even because when you play future, especially sometimes also challenges, you can find like stringers they are not really professional.
This is the big problem. Like I think this is actually where I found the machine. When I met you in Brazil, we met in Brazil 9 years ago. Around this time, April 9 years ago, it actually showed up on my Facebook, and that's when I first tried a Pro String actually as well. It was just a lucky coincidence how I got involved with Pro Stringer. So you don't have to spend anything, right? You paid for the machine. And you still have the same. You have the same machine, or you bought a second one a few years after?
I still have the same.
You still have the same one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Still working well.
Wow. That's unbelievable. That's great. That's amazing. Because sometimes people. So when you're traveling on tour, do you try to make a little bit of money and string for other people sometimes, or how do you work around that?
I tried for 2 weeks, and I decided after that I couldn't do it.
Can't do it, yeah?
You have no life.
Yeah, you
start stringing other players.
Practicing, gym, when you're not playing, just staying in tune with yourself, right? It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were saying you were playing in Sharm el-Sheikh. Yeah, you were playing in your last future tournament. Did that tournament? The last tournament you were playing? Did that actually finish?
Yeah, they interrupted.
So they didn't complete the tournament, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. So you found it difficult to string for other people. So it lasted 2 weeks. I know players. Well, I'm sure you know as well. There's players on tour that actually also have Pro Stringer machine, and they go around stringing lots of rackets. I was one of them when I used to travel with my brother. Yeah. What Sorry?
If you start stringing to everyone, it's like you have no really time.
Yeah.
Because you practice or you play your match, then you have to string your own racket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes other players have no.
You have no time for other things.
Yeah, some players don't have a choice. They have to try to make some money on the side if they can, however they can, and yeah, that's how it goes. What tension do you play at?
Right now I'm stringing my racket at 20 kilos.
20 kilos, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, so not too well. For most people, I would say that's probably below average in general. I would say.
Yeah.
Do you change tensions when you play hard court, clay court, or height or sea level?
Yeah, it depends on the condition. Depends on the surface, the balls.
Right.
Lower tension.
Okay. And when you play on height, for example, if you play 1,000 meters above sea level.
I string tighter.
Yeah. How much tighter will you go? 1, 2, 3 kilo tighter?
I think 2 kilos.
2 kilos, yeah.
And then, depends what's on the ball. Normally, you reach the tournament phase 2 days before you start, and you try all the conditions.
Yeah.
And you find your right.
Yeah. And let's see what other questions I have here. So what at the moment you're using Dunlop, right?
I'm using Dunlop, yeah. This year I started to but I like rackets and clothes.
And clothing as well, yeah. And what
String I'm using Pacific.
Pacific, yeah. Which one? Pacific?
This one, both course.
There you go. Very good. Very nice. Yeah. And when you string your own rackets, do you string 2 knots, 4 knots?
I string 4 knots.
4 knots, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Why? Do you know why you string 4 knots? Sorry about the noise. My daughter's here now.
It's alright. I string 4 knots. I think it's it's simple, and probably it will keep the tension back.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. When you string 4 knots, it generally keeps the tension a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. I'm just about to tie the knot as well, actually here. And
Sorry?
I'm just about to tie the knot on this racket as well.
Okay.
What do you know what kind of knot you use when you string? Because there's lots of different knots out there.
Actually, I have no idea.
Do you do something like this? So you do one single and then you just do a double?
No, I don't do double.
You do the first one
Only one knot.
and then you do You just do one?
Only one.
What? Just one single knot, really?
Yeah, on single knot.
I have to show you one day. You can either do
Okay.
you can do 2 single knots. It's just to be safer and it holds the tension on the last couple of strings better. Or you can do what I use is called a Parnell knot. You can find videos online or you can look at pictures around there. And it's one single knot and then you do another knot and it goes back inside the single knot. And it looks good and it really holds tension really well. So that's what I'm about to do now. Yeah. And so you string for yourself when you're at home, you string for yourself when you're on tour. That's good. Good,
Yes.
good. Very good.
Yeah, that's good.
What else have we got here? So who's your favorite tennis player?
Oh, nice question. I always loved Roger.
Roger, yeah?
Yeah,
Roger fan, there we go. Not Fonini.
definitely.
Not Fonini.
Fabio is good as well. But Roger.
Definitely Roger, yeah?
Yeah. Fabio is a wonderful player.
Yeah. So how quick do you string a racket? How long does it take you to string one racket on a pro stringer machine?
Personal records, it was 16 minutes.
16 minutes on a pro stringer. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
But with the pro string.
Yeah. See, I'm using the Wilson Vilardo, and I can string in. Depends what's happening, but I can probably string under 10 minutes. I think.
Yeah, I can bet.
Yeah, I think I can probably do 9-10 minutes. I haven't actually tested myself in a very long time. One day I might make another video just for that one. And how quick do you break strings?
This is also the question that the answer it's depending on the conditions.
So on clay,
I'm breaking string.
you break string, and how long does it take you to break on clay, and how long on hard court, for example?
On clay, I would say maybe every hour.
Every hour, huh? And what gauge string do you? What thickness do you use? 125, 130?
No, mine is 129.
129, huh? Okay, a little bit different. 2, 3, 4.
I was using 124.
Oof. 124 on
I
clay.
was breaking
You,
it, it hurt to me.
you just look at it. You look at it and it breaks.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty.
Yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky. What else? Let's see.
This is the string, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, 129 you said, huh?
129, yeah.
What is your favorite classic racket? If you had to choose a classic racket from maybe 20 years ago, when we were probably just little kids.
Maybe I would say
The Pro Staff, the Sampras racket. 85, 90?
yeah. I would say that one.
The 85 square inch?
Yes, the small one.
The small one. It's like using a hockey stick.
The impossible one.
Try to play with that now and poof. Yeah.
Actually, my racket is 85.
That was my next question. What weight is your racket?
My racket starts 310 grams.
310 grams and it's customized for you, yeah?
Customized.
Customized, yeah.
And it's like 316 grams. Without string, and without all.
Without string, with string how much, sorry?
No, without string and without other grip.
Just over 3. Yeah. And what grip size do you use? 2, 3, 4?
3, number 3.
3, yeah? Grip size 3.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. How old are you now, Francesco? How old are you now?
I'm 30 right now.
You turning 31 this year or you turned 30 already?
I turned 30.
You already turned 30, yeah?
I'm gonna turn 31.
That in tennis, it's considered young now in tennis, huh?
Hey, young, but I still haven't heard.
So how do you pay for everything? All your traveling? Do you travel with a coach? How do you?
Another question. A player like me.
Oof,
What's going on?
I don't know the noise.
Normally, a player like me, it's supposed to play. I think you should check out the outfield.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's bouncing off. Slightly strange. Not ideal. Where am I gonna put this? 1 second. Let me change the place. I don't know if it just won't be able to see me as well. Here. Let's try it from there. Is that a little bit better?
Okay, yeah.
For some reason,
I was saying that.
yeah.
Play at my level. It's supposed to play club matches to have some,
Some extra earnings.
financial base
Yeah.
for the season.
Yeah. So how many team matches do you play a year normally?
3.
3.
Yeah, Italy, Switzerland, and Germany.
And that just that alone keeps you going, or you have to do anything else? Or do your parents help you, or anybody else help you a little bit, or?
No, actually, it's enough, and then in the tournaments, maybe some national tournament, sometime.
Fair enough. Yeah, national tournaments can give good money sometimes in Italy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Let's see what other questions I have here. Let's see. What is the worst memory you have of stringers? But the thing is, it's probably a silly question because you string yourself, so you don't have to worry about this. It doesn't matter, good experience or bad experience. It was one of the questions I was going to ask you because I have.
But before I came to string, I think it happened. One guy sprained my racket.
He broke your racket.
No. He did 2 mistakes. The last 2 strings.
Like a bridge, yeah, puente we call it in Spanish.
Yes, but long bridge. I don't know, maybe it was drunk.
And this was at a professional event. You had a future, yeah?
Yes.
Wow. Did you? What did you tell the guy?
I pretended to restring the racket without pain, like, you know.
Shit.
And he was okay with me. He knew it was.
Bad.
He did a mistake.
Yeah. That's what happens, I guess, in the future. There's lots of bad stringers, huh?
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's really tricky. But now you just use the pro stringer and that's it. Happy days. So going outside. Hey?
My friend Alessandro Rodriguez.
Yeah?
He's making fun of me.
Ciao Francesco, sono tu grande. It's so funny.
Alessandro,
Yeah.
I love you.
And a little bit outside of tennis. What if you weren't a tennis player? What would you do? What would you like to do or would have done?
Next question. When I decided to play tennis, I was so probably I was playing football, or I don't know. I always liked, military career.
Oh yeah?
So yeah.
Sergeant Vilardo, yeah? Sargento Vilardo. Ooh, here we go again. What is it that's making this noise?
It's because of the 2 cameras.
I don't know. I doubt it. I really don't think so. Because when it's here, it's okay. I think it's the noise because... it's still going. Anyway, we'll survive, I guess. If we can survive coronavirus, we can survive this. I just have to... it's the first time I do a shared... It's the first time I do a shared live video, so I don't know. Maybe I have to find a different way, or... I have to test it out. I have to do some testing, maybe. And what else am I going to ask you? What's your biggest regret in life? Let's see if it works here better.
That's a deep question.
It's a good one, huh?
I would say maybe not spending so much time with my family.
Yeah, because of tennis, huh?
Actually, my family is not.
When so did you have to leave? Did you growing up? You were playing tennis, and did you have to leave home early to go train somewhere, or you had train? Yeah. Where
I was 14.
You were 14, yeah. And you're from Milano, yeah? From Milan.
No, I live in Milan.
You live in Milan,
I'm from the south.
but you're from the south, yeah? So you had to go. Where did you go to train? How far away from home?
I changed so many places. I went all over the Italy.
Oh, really? All over Italy, yeah? Just trying to find a better place for this to not make so much noise. It sounds like every time I hold it, it sounds better, right?
Every time you hold it.
I don't know if it's bouncing. Let's try where I had it before. Let's see. That was the ideal place, really. It's the machine. Every time when I'm making noise with the machine, it doesn't help. See, like now. maybe I should just do the interview without the machine, but I thought it was a lot cooler with the machine.
My friend Flavio
Cipolla Flavio.
broke the string in quarantine.
I'm breaking my head, Flavio. I don't know if I've ever met him face to face, but I have been in many tournaments with Flavio because I have coached my brother on tour for many years. So, Mr. Flavio, yes, I know him very well, but not personally, I don't think.
Actually,
What did he ask?
who broke the string in quarantine? Are you stringing?
Hey, look, that's another one now. He will. Oh. Francesco.
So you're almost done, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost done, but I've been taking my time. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. The video kind of stopped on your side. The video froze. I think with this with the whole quarantine, everybody around now, the internet line gets very busy, and sometimes it's really hard to use the internet actually, especially like.
There's no working anymore.
But I'm finishing up here now anyway. What else have I got here for you? How much do you spend on shipping? I think that's about it. I think we've covered pretty much everything. But I think now that Flavio was on here, I might have to get him. I might have to get him one day on here as well. I will ask him. I'm almost done, man. So, are you training? Are you able to train at home at the moment?
The space is not helping.
Say again?
The space is not helping me.
Don't have much space, huh?
Yeah, I'm in the studio apartment.
Oh, you're in a studio apartment.
I'm back in prison.
It's tricky, huh?
Yeah.
That's life, but hopefully in the next few weeks everything goes back to normal, huh? Whoa. Say that again, sorry?
I hope so.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. We need to go back to normal life sooner or later. Can you see me okay, or did the video stop on your side as well? It stopped, yeah? Alright, Francesco. I'm gonna let you go. Yeah? Thank you, Francesco. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Keep safe, yeah? See you soon, buddy. Ciao, bro. Ciao. Thank you. Ciao. Thanks, man. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. I know the quality of the sound was not the best, but I will try my absolute best to improve on that. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Peace and love.